Imagine a few years from now, standing at the bottom of your own staircase. You only need to climb a few steps, but suddenly your legs feel heavy, maybe even a little shaky. You're carrying a bag of groceries that isn't really that heavy, yet your arms feel weaker than you remember. You sit down to take a break, and when it's time to stand up again, it takes more effort than it used to. You might tell yourself this is just what happens as you get older, that it's all part of aging. But here's the truth most people don't realize until it's too late. It's not just age. What's really happening is that your muscles are quietly slipping away, day by day, almost without you noticing. And this isn't about chasing a gym body or looking like a fitness model. This is about something far more important. Staying independent, keeping your balance, protecting yourself from falls, and living life on your own terms. It's about being able to play with your grandkids, carry your own groceries, or kneel down in your garden without worrying if you'll be able to get back up. Here's the part almost nobody tells you. After 60, most people simply aren't getting enough of the one nutrient that protects your muscles more than anything else. Protein. And the gap isn't small. It's the difference between keeping your strength for the next 20 years or slowly losing it until even daily tasks feel harder than they should. Maybe you're thinking right now, I'm fine. I eat eggs every morning. Eggs are great. But here's the thing most people don't realize. For every 100 grams of eggs, you're only getting about 12 grams of protein. That's a decent amount, but it's nowhere close to what your body really needs to fight the kind of muscle loss that creeps in with age. There are foods out there that pack 3, 4, even 5 times more protein than eggs. Foods that can quietly transform your strength and your energy if you add them to your plate. And most people over 60 don't even know they exist, let alone how to use them. That's what we're going to change today. In this video, you're going to discover 6 foods that deliver more protein than eggs. These aren't fads or supplements. They're real, everyday foods backed by solid research. And I promise by the end of this, you'll know exactly how to use them to protect your muscles and keep your independence for years to come. Before we dive in, I want to hear from you. How old are you right now? And what's one activity you absolutely want to keep doing for the next 10 or 20 years? Is it hiking? Playing with your grandkids? Gardening? Leave a comment and share because I read every single one, and your answers often help shape the next video. Alright, let's start with the first food on the list. Number 6 is one you've probably seen hundreds of times in the grocery store without realizing how powerful it can be for your muscles. Plain non-fat Greek yogurt. Now, you might be surprised to hear this, but for every 100 grams, Greek yogurt gives you around 10 grams of protein. That's almost double what you get from the same amount of eggs. And here's why it matters so much for you. Greek yogurt is strained 3 times, which removes much of the liquid whey and lactose. That process concentrates the protein and makes it much easier to digest, even if you've noticed dairy getting a bit harder on your stomach as you've gotten older. That's a big deal because as we age, digestion naturally slows down. Even if you're eating enough protein, your body might not be absorbing it efficiently. Greek yogurt makes that job much easier. A study published in the journal Nutrients in 2020 found something remarkable. Older adults who ate at least 20 grams of dairy-based protein daily, combined with simple light exercise like walking or stretching, preserved 25% more muscle mass over just 12 weeks compared to those who didn't. That's not just a number on a paper. That's the difference between walking upstairs with confidence or gripping the railing every single time. And Greek yogurt isn't just protein. It's packed with calcium to keep your bones strong and probiotics to support your gut. That's critical because a healthy gut helps your body absorb nutrients more effectively. Turning every bite you eat into fuel your muscles can actually use. So how can you start using it right now? Imagine starting your morning with a smoothie made with Greek yogurt, fresh berries, a handful of spinach, and a sprinkle of chia seeds. In less than 5 minutes, you've got a breakfast that keeps you full, supports your bones, and gives your muscles exactly what they need. Or maybe you're more of a savory person. Mix Greek yogurt with fresh dill, garlic, and a squeeze of lemon juice to make a creamy dip. Pair it with crunchy carrots, cucumbers, or bell peppers. It's an easy way to turn a simple snack into a muscle-friendly one. You can even swap out mayonnaise in your favorite recipes for Greek yogurt to get that creamy texture without losing the protein boost. One quick tip: always choose plain, non-fat Greek yogurt. Flavored versions often come loaded with added sugar, And too much sugar can spike inflammation in your body, undoing a lot of the benefits you're aiming for. Alright, moving on to number 5, cooked chickpeas. This humble pantry staple delivers around 9 grams of protein per 100 grams, just edging out eggs. But the benefits don't stop there. Here's something eggs don't give you at all: fiber. Chickpeas are packed with it, and fiber is like a secret weapon for your muscles. You might not think of fiber and muscles together, but here's the connection. Fiber feeds the good bacteria in your gut, which plays a surprisingly big role in how well your body absorbs and uses protein. Without enough fiber, even a high-protein diet can leave your muscles underfed. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who swapped some of their animal proteins for plant-based proteins like chickpeas reduced inflammation and improved their gut health. That combination made their muscles respond better to the protein they were eating. Less inflammation plus better absorption means stronger muscles without changing anything else in their routine. Chickpeas are also loaded with magnesium, a mineral that acts like a spark plug for your muscles. It helps them contract smoothly, reduces cramps, and speeds up recovery after even simple activities like a brisk walk or carrying groceries. The best part is how easy chickpeas are to use. You can blend them into creamy hummus with olive oil, lemon juice, and a little garlic. Spread it on whole grain crackers or use it as a dip for raw veggies. You can roast chickpeas with smoked paprika or rosemary for a crunchy snack that beats chips any day. Or toss them into soups and salads for a filling, nutrient-packed meal. One small step you can take tonight: if you're cooking dried chickpeas, soak them overnight. It makes them easier to digest and unlocks more nutrients, which becomes more and more important as your digestive system slows with age. Now let's talk about number 4, quinoa. It might look like a tiny seed, but it's a nutritional powerhouse. For every 100 grams, you're getting around 14 grams of protein, which is more than eggs. But here's the real kicker. Quinoa is a complete protein. That means it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own, the exact building blocks your muscles need to repair and grow. This is especially critical after 60 because your muscles naturally become less responsive to protein. That means you need higher quality sources to get the same benefit you used to. Quinoa checks that box perfectly. It's particularly high in an amino acid called leucine, which is like a signal flare for your muscles. It tells your body, hey, it's time to build and repair. Leucine also supports bone strength and helps with collagen production, which keeps your joints and skin healthy. All of that adds up to staying more mobile, more flexible, and more independent. A 2021 study in Nutrients found that older adults who added quinoa to their diets gained 10% more leg strength in just 8 weeks. 10% might sound small, but think about what that means in real life. That's the difference between sitting down and standing up with ease versus pushing yourself up with both hands every time. To get the most out of quinoa, soak it before cooking. That reduces natural compounds that can block nutrient absorption and makes it easier for your body to use every gram of protein. Cooking it in low-sodium vegetable or bone broth adds extra minerals. And if you toss in a pinch of turmeric and black pepper, you get an anti-inflammatory boost that your joints will thank you for. You can use quinoa in so many ways. Make it the base for a veggie bowl with roasted zucchini and sweet potatoes, topped with avocado and a drizzle of tahini. Mix it into a salad with cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, and a splash of lemon for a refreshing lunch. Or even try it as a warm breakfast porridge with sliced apples, cinnamon, and a drizzle of honey. Just 3/4 of a cup a day can make a noticeable difference in your energy and muscle recovery. And that brings us to number 3, and this one might surprise you because it's so small but so dense in nutrition. Pumpkin seeds. These tiny little seeds are like concentrated fuel for your muscles. For every 100 grams, you're getting about 19 grams of protein, which is nearly double what eggs give you. But the power of pumpkin seeds goes way beyond just protein. They're loaded with 3 minerals that many people over 60 are missing without even realizing it: magnesium, iron, and zinc. Magnesium is what keeps your muscles contracting smoothly. Without it, you're more likely to feel cramps or that tight, achy feeling after even simple activities like a morning walk or bending down to pick something up. Iron is what helps deliver oxygen to your muscles, which is critical for keeping your energy steady and letting your muscles recover after any activity. And zinc is one of those behind-the-scenes nutrients that helps your tissues repair themselves and keeps your immune system strong. There was a fascinating study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food that looked at older adults who ate pumpkin seeds daily. After 12 weeks, they had 35% less muscle inflammation compared to the group that didn't. That's huge, because chronic inflammation is one of the silent forces that speeds up muscle loss as we age. Reducing that inflammation helps protect the muscle you have and makes it easier to build more. When you're buying pumpkin seeds, stick to raw, unsalted ones. Too much sodium can quietly raise your blood pressure and cancel out some of the benefits you're aiming for. And you don't need a huge amount to see a difference. Just 2 tablespoons a day can make a real impact on your strength and energy. You can sprinkle them over salads for a nice crunch, blend them into a smoothie with banana and spinach for a creamy texture, or even grind them into a seed butter. Spread that on whole grain toast or use it as a dip for apple slices or celery. It's a simple habit that pays off in stronger muscles and more energy for the things you love doing. Whether that's walking with friends, playing golf, or chasing after your grandkids. Now let's move to number 2, tempeh. If you've never tried it before, tempeh is a fermented soy product, and it delivers around 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, which already puts it above eggs. But there's something even more important about tempeh for people over 60, and it comes down to 2 words, whole and fermented. Unlike tofu, which is made from soy milk, tempeh is made from whole soybeans that are naturally fermented. That fermentation process does 2 things your body will thank you for. First, it makes the protein easier to digest, which becomes critical as your digestive system slows down with age. Second, it unlocks nutrients that are otherwise harder to absorb and adds beneficial probiotics that support your gut health. Your gut health and your muscle health are more connected than most people realize. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2021 found that seniors with healthier gut microbiomes retained 18% more muscle mass over a year compared to those with poor gut health, even when their diets looked almost the same on paper. That means it's not just what you eat, it's how your body is able to use it. Fermented foods like tempeh give you a big advantage there. Tempeh is also a complete protein rich in leucine, the amino acid that signals your body to start building and repairing muscle. After 60, your muscles don't respond to protein as strongly as they used to, so having foods that are naturally higher in leucine can make all the difference in keeping your strength. Cooking tempeh is simple. Slice it thin and pan-sear it with a splash of tamari, a little garlic, and a touch of balsamic vinegar for a savory, meaty flavor. Crumble it into stir-fries with broccoli and bell peppers. Toss it into a salad with arugula and walnuts, or layer it into a sandwich with avocado and tomato for a satisfying lunch. Its firm, nutty taste makes it a great stand-in for meat in almost any dish, and every bite is giving your muscles exactly what they need. Finally, we've reached number 1 on the list, and this one is truly in a category of its own. Spirulina. This blue-green algae is what you could call a nutritional powerhouse. For every 100 grams, you're looking at an astonishing 57 grams of protein. That's more than 4 times what eggs give you, and here's the key detail. Up to 85% of that protein is bioavailable, which means your body can actually use it efficiently to build and repair muscle. For older adults, that high bioavailability is a game changer. It's not just about how much protein is on the label, it's about how much of it your body can actually turn into strength. Spirulina is also packed with leucine to trigger muscle growth and recovery, making it a perfect ally for protecting your independence as you age. There was a 2022 study in the journal Nutrients that found spirulina reduced inflammation markers in older adults by 30%. Lowering that kind of inflammation is like removing the brakes from your muscles. It keeps them from breaking down too quickly and lets them rebuild stronger. Spirulina also boosts nitric oxide production in your body, which improves blood flow. Better blood flow means nutrients get delivered to your muscles faster, enhancing recovery and making it easier to stay active without feeling wiped out. Now, I know what you might be thinking. How on earth do you eat algae? The good news is you don't need a lot. Just 1 or 2 teaspoons a day can make a noticeable difference in your energy and strength within weeks. The easiest way is to add it to a smoothie in the morning with banana, spinach, and almond milk. You can stir it into oatmeal with walnuts and berries, or even mix it into homemade energy bites with dates and oats for a quick grab-and-go snack. These 6 foods, Greek yogurt, chickpeas, quinoa, pumpkin seeds, tempeh, and spirulina are more than just protein sources. They're tools to fight inflammation, support your digestion, boost your energy, and most importantly, protect your muscles so you can stay strong, mobile, and independent for as long as possible. Muscle loss isn't an inevitable part of aging. It's a challenge you can absolutely fight with the choices you make every day at the table. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start small. Add quinoa to a salad this week. Sprinkle pumpkin seeds on your yogurt. Blend a little spirulina into your morning smoothie. Every small step is like putting a deposit into your strength account for the years ahead. So now I want to ask you, which one of these foods are you going to try first? Leave a comment and share your plan. You might just inspire someone else who's watching to take their first step too. If this video helped you, give it a like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe so you don't miss the next set of science-backed tips to keep you strong, healthy, and independent after 60. And remember, every meal is a chance to build the future you want. Make it count.